In this video, I'm going to be talking about polysaccharides. Polysaccharides literally translates to many sugars. It's technically defined as 3 or more monosaccharides that are joined together. I'm going to be talking about 3 different, very common examples of polysaccharides. The first one that we're going to talk about is cellulose. Cellulose is a polysaccharide that provides cell wall, that makes up the cell wall and provides structural support for plants. It's found in cotton and wood. Cellulose contains anywhere from hundreds to thousands of glucose monosaccharides connected to each other to make like a lot of linear chains of this glucose molecule. Cellulose is something that cannot be digested by humans. We don't possess in our bodies the enzyme that's necessary to separate these glucose molecules from each other in cellulose. In cellulose, the glucose molecules are held together with 1,4-beta linkages right here. So we're looking at carbon number 1 being connected to carbon number 4 through a beta linkage. The second polysaccharide that we're going to look at is starch. Starch is a polysaccharide that's found in corn and wheat and potatoes, so it is digestible by humans. Starch is also made up of many glucose monosaccharides. The role of starch is to store glucose within plants, so plants use starch as a form of their glucose storage. Starch can be classified as either amylose or amylopectins, these 2 different types of starch, based on the structure. In the amylose molecule, the glucose monosaccharides are connected linearly, so they make a nice straight chain. And in the amylopectin structure, the glucose molecules are connected linearly, but they're also branched. So it's a little bit more of kind of like a gangly arrangement of the glucoses. Among the amylose polysaccharide, all of the glucose molecules are held together with 1,4-alpha linkages. And among the amylopectin, there are actually 2 different types of linkages that are holding the glucose molecules together. Some of them, the ones that are connected in a linear straight chain, those are also connected together with a 1-4-alpha linkage. The branches are created by a second type of connection. This is a 1-6-alpha linkage as well. And the third type of polysaccharide that I'm going to talk about is glycogen. Glycogen is the way that animals store excess glucose. It's pretty similar to amylopectin, it just has much more branching. So it's a substance that is even more like branched and tangly and gangly looking. Just like amylopectin, glycogen also contains 2 different types of linkages. Some of the molecules are connected through a 1,4-alpha linkage, and then others are connected with a 1,6-alpha linkage.